Natasha, this weekend marked the first time both PGE and Pacific Power companies shut off power in hopes of preventing wildfires.
And all this comes just 2 years after PGE shut off power to some in the Sandy corridor. You'll remember that before those wildfires began. We did want to know if this is the new normal for all of us. Elise Haas checking in with both major power companies and the people impacted by these recent outages. Elise, what did you find out?
Well, as you know, on Friday, I was out in Lyons talking to people without power. Today, I went up to the West Hills to talk to folks out there. And then when I checked in with both of the power companies, they told me that they were able to restore power to tens of thousands of other customers by the end of the day yesterday.
The notifications came early. We were alerted that the power was going to go off.
Rick Knuven lives off Southwest Skyline Boulevard, an area impacted by the planned outages. He was one of 37,000 Portland General Electric customers that got their electricity shut off during the high fire danger this past weekend.
The winds were incredibly strong. We were getting debris blown all over the place because we live in a ravine, keenly aware that an urban fire was a very real possibility.
PGE patrolled and inspected 1,800 miles of line and equipment. They say they found damage from wind gusts that topped 50 miles per hour in some areas. The company tells KOIN 6 they feel like they made the right call. Same with Pacific Power, who turned the lights off for 12,000 customers throughout sections of Marion, Polk, Douglas, Tillamook, and Lincoln counties.
And then we also did have to make minor wind-related repairs to sections of the line that were de-energized during this. So that indicates that this was the right choice to turn off power for safety.
We wanted to know, will safety power shutoffs become the new normal in the Pacific Northwest?
This could be a possibility, but it's also a measure of last resort. And really, it's something that would be used on a case-by-case basis.
Meanwhile, Portland General Electric says as hot, dry summers become the norm, so will preventative outages as one of their tools in mitigating wildfires. PGE also plans to underground some lines and harden their current systems.
I thought PGE did a wonderful job of setting expectations and managing those expectations.
As for customers like Rick, they hope power companies continue to use and perfect this tactic, because he says having the power out was a small price to pay for the peace of mind. And it's still really early on in the assessment process about how this power outage went with both of these companies. So we'll continue to keep in touch with them about how they're continuing to improve their systems and make them safer. But I will say that both of the power companies acknowledge that the people that it impacts, it is difficult for them, and they do not take these decisions and make these moves lightly. Reporting live, Elise Haas, KOIN 6 News.
Yeah.